Hear you. There you go.
Okay, great. Yeah, how awesome is it? I feel what an honor to be on Steve and Gina's training conference. Wow, amazing it is. David Smith, y'all hear how amazing David is? I mean, there's no wonder why these patches are little miracles. I went back and listened to the Zoom Wednesday, and I was like, boy, how country do I sound? So you can tell I'm from a little town in the South. But I got brought to the patches because I had a lifelong, an injury to would have been a lifelong injury. I raced motocross, had a timber business, was hard on my body. So I had a lot of pain for a lot of years. And I ended up tearing my disc from my spine. And that's where the lifelong injury came in. Doctor said it couldn't be fixed. This was 4 years ago. I had actually flew to the Reardon Institute and had stem cell therapy. They removed stem cells from my hip, spun them with amnion stem cells, and they basically made 20-year-old Lewis stem cells. Inundated the tear, and it absolutely worked 4 years ago. But now I still had all kinds of other back pain. It just made it where I could walk again. So big believer in stem cells, but it was super expensive, super invasive, and it was a chance I took. They couldn't guarantee me it would work. So, with that being said, when Mike and Keston hit me up with the patch, of course I was open-minded to it because I'd already had success. And then when I did my research, I realized, I said, well, I'm basically getting intravenous stem cells, which is about $30,000 right now. And you'd have to fly to Panama for $99 a month. So I couldn't, once I did my research and the patches came in, I put them on my wife, put them on everyone close to me. And the results I seen so quick it was amazing. But so I was like, wow. Immediately I got a gold pack, had to upgrade to diamond and order several more diamond packs because the patches were just going so quick. And so that being said, I've also owned several tire stores, real physical labor, been a business owner for about 25 years. And I can tell you, when I seen the results and I seen it was an 18-year patent, it's the only patch in the world that allows the body to heal itself. When I seen those things, I was like, well, this is kind of a no-brainer because, and some of y'all that aren't familiar with network marketing, which I'm not a professional networker by far. You can tell I'm an amateur, but with a product that works, so, with the results it has, and if you do understand comp plans or networking, especially with people like Mike Hernandez, Steve Merritt are able to explain it to you, it's just a binary. It's a two-leg system, and pretty much one leg's going to build its own, and everyone helps you build the other. And when you got a team like Onyx, Steve, Mike Hernandez, Keston Robinson, when you have a support group like that with successful people that are rock stars in the business, and you have a product that works with the results like it does, so I took off with it. And that being said, the young people on the call and people that feel like they're just stuck in a job and can't make no extra money, what you got to realize is this is a business if you treat it like a business. And the difference is network marketing is proving the number one best business model ever invented, created. Because with my traditional businesses, I got to have workman's comp, I got to have general liability, a couple $100,000 in inventory and tires. I got to match taxes, employees that don't show up, breakdowns, trucks, buildings. You got to have the brick and mortar. So you're talking about serious money to start a business with any business. So when you can start a business for $299 to $1,700, and all you have to do is tell people about it, use the product, feel it, tell people about it. You don't have to ship nothing. You don't have to store anything. So if you get that mindset and start it as a second business, that's exactly what it is. And you could easily grow it into a career. You got write-offs, you got tax deductions. You're opening up a whole new world for you young people to start a business. And I'm just telling you, when you're able to do it and plug in to the support you have with this team, I'm just telling you, that's why I was like, it's going to be taken over. My traditional businesses are going to be for sale. I'm just going to give them to my son. That's how great and the patches are going. And I can also tell you, with the success I'm seeing I could go in for testimonies. I'm sure y'all have heard them all day. But what I'm noticing is I got from 75-year-old tire disposal guys who's changed their look, the way they feel, their wives, their children with MS, their children with this, all the way to doctors. Doctors in medical field, they pretty much don't even give you their ear when it comes to any kind of health product or something they didn't go to school about. And with this, I put in with help with my team, because you can sponsor a lot of people and you can give your friends and family the product because you want everyone to be healthy. But me, I became senior director, and I'm telling everyone on the call, I'm just an amateur. I like to talk, but I am an amateur at networking. That being said, they're going to have people, they're going to be like-minded, and they're going to have other business owners. And that's what's happened to me. My builders weren't my friends and family. All three of my builders right now are people I met through LifeWave. And so that's why you can't get discouraged when friends and family don't want to hear it, or they're like, oh, I wore the patch and I don't feel it. You just move on, because you're going to meet the person that's going to be like-minded and you're going to want to build with, and you actually become really good friends with. And that's how this is going. So through that, we put in Dr. Gary Bernard as a family practitioner. Then 2 days later, I put in Dr. Keith Chartel, who has 3 practices, and then a nurse practitioner in Ponte Vedra. And then the next week was Dr. Land on San Jose. And all these doctors are wearing the patch. And the reason why the doctors, I'm thinking the most of them, once they understand it and they hear it, is the mental clarity, because doctors use their brain, a lot of thinking. Well, a lot of them since COVID say they have brain fog. So every response I get from the doctors, usually 2 to 3 days, they're like, my mental clarity's through the roof. This is crazy. And then when they start seeing the other benefits, and then they actually watch a couple videos, I mean, they're sending me their patients' numbers. Hey, explain the X39. Hey, explain the X49. So that right there tells you already where it's going, because I'm just this redneck country boy sounding guy from the South. And here I am explaining to doctors in their office. So one doctor's like, well, I know my stem cells, our old stem cells aren't any good. I'd rather have, injected stem cells. And I said, well, the difference is this is, and David Smith, I believe they had a clinical study that your stem cells have more healing properties because it's what God put in you. So the amnion stem cells, they have more growth factors, but they don't have the healing properties. So because I have 2 people on my team, Sifu Arnett, he had botched stem cell surgery. When I told you I went to the Reardon Institute, he was like a proprietor in stem cells years ago. So where Mel Gibson took his father, people like Joe Rogan go. But that's not, everybody has that same success as I did. Sifu Arnett, it wastes $30,000 on stem cell treatment for his hip. It botched. Stem cell X39 patch, hip is great. Absolutely working. And then I have another lady in my business, same way with her knee. She was about $20,000 into stem cell therapy with no results. X39 patch, knee's great. So anyway, I was seeing these type of results with the different quality of people that are getting in the business. So that's pretty much what I have to say is, if you're young on this call and you ever thought about starting your own business, this is definitely it, because all you have to do is wear the patch and share it, because we're going to help you build it. That's how it works. That's how we all work as a team. That's why it's growing so fast. So everybody have a great Saturday night.
Guys, hey, was that incredible, everyone? I mean, we really appreciate you taking the time to share. He's, again, at another sporting event with his kids and family, and took the time to share with you. He does own 5 franchise tire stores, so he is a very...
If we don't have good tires, we can't get from A to B.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look at what he's telling us. So, you know what, Louis, I appreciate you. Enjoy. You're incredible to be partnered up with you, and we're excited to be making this happen with you. So,
yeah, it's an honor.